Greg and I have this thing where we say meow. We'll like turn whatever word into meow.
Now sit down. So following Tyler, and for the record Tyler, the next guest said he would follow you anywhere. Oh. I'm actually hoping to hear about this infamous full moon coochie washing story. Dennis Sparks, everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Dennisimo.
Look at all these smiling faces here, just flushed with anticipation. You guys, probably because you've heard rumors of what happens when Gina and I go on vacation. So get your mind out of the gutter. This is a classy joint. I'm not going to tell you any of those stories, but meet me at the bar later. I'm a gypsy. I travel a lot, and the first time I met Gina, we really hit it off. It was at a bar, and we got to know each other. And towards the end of our visit, I said, so, you know, I'm leaving for Egypt soon. I always invite all my friends to come visit me, but nobody ever really comes. People have jobs. So I was surprised, since we had just met, a week later, when the phone rang. And I said, hello, and she said, I'm coming! And I said, who is this? Go wash your hands. And she said, no, it's Gina. I'm coming to Egypt with you. I was like, this girl is game. I'm so happy she's coming. So I got right on it. I'd been before, and I made all these plans, and I called her up a week later, and I said, so Gina, it's going to be amazing. I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. And the good news is I got a great rate on our cruise up the Nile. It's so cheap. And the bad news is it's August in Cairo, and that's why we got such a good rate. And it's going to be 114 degrees in the shade. And there was this, I said, but I'm from Houston, and you're a Mexican, and so we'll do fine. There was this long pause, and then she said, oh, you don't understand. I hate the heat. I have really sensitive skin. And I can't, I mean, why do you think they call me PETA? I said, because you really, really like hummus? No, it stands for pain in the ass. And I was like, oh, what have I got myself into? She said, I hate the heat. So, but anyway, she arrived without her luggage. Her luggage got lost. And so she wore my clothes for a few days. And we had a really good time the first few days. And then we got invited to a fancy dinner party. And in a penthouse overlooking the Nile, and our host was this guy. He's sort of the Walter Cronkite of Egypt, and he's got this really low, distinctive voice. And he loves pretty girls. So we set Gina next to Ali at the party. And I introduced her, and I said, so this is Gina, and she's a dancer. It's sort of modern dancing. She dances up the walls. So all night long, I would hear him introducing her. This is Gina. She's an American, and she dances up the wall. So we went on, and it was in fact 115 in the shade, but Gina did great. She was a real trooper, and I said, you know, I can travel with this girl. We're going to keep on doing this, and we did. So the next story is like fast forward about 15 years, and we were in Thailand. I set up this whole trip with a bunch of friends, and we went all over. We went to the north and rode the elephants, and we went south. We did all this Thai stuff, and we ended up in the notorious Koh Phangan, the home of the full moon party, which is this decadent international bacchanal. And we were there a couple of days early, and Gina and the rest of there were 6 of us, and they said, okay, so we're going to rent a motorbike. I saw you can rent a motorbike. And I was like, no, whatever you do, don't rent the motorbike. It's a racket. You'll get hurt. That's the reason there's a hospital on every corner here. Do not take the motorbike. It's dangerous. Don't do it. I used to ride Harley Davidsons. I'm not afraid. I can do anything. I was like, don't go.
You don't.
So they go. they go, and I'm like, I had been with these people nonstop, 24 hours a day, so I'm like, I get immediately in bed. As soon as the door closes, I'm like buttering my corn cob. And not 5 minutes later, they burst in the door, they're bleeding, limping, Gina has run up into a sand barge somewhere, and everybody's fallen over, and they're all injured. But did I say I told you so? No. That was the beauty of it. I didn't really add to my words were still ringing in their ears, so I didn't have to say it. I raised an eyebrow for sure. So then we got to work doctoring, and some of them went in the other room, and I was assigned to Gina. I volunteered for Gina, and she had like a really, wrists were going funny directions, and there was blood everywhere. So I get all the appendages, and it's all washed off and everything, and then it was time for like the nether region. I get up in there, and I've got my iPhone to get a light in, and I've got the Band-Aids and the material and everything ready. Like, seriously, I should have been a licensed physician to do the things that I was doing, or at least a heterosexual. Say I know why they named her Regina. So we get her all bandaged and cleaned up, and everybody goes down for a disco nap, and we wake up 2 hours later, and everyone in our group has bailed. They're all saying, no, we're damaged, and we're not going to have to live tomorrow. And Gina was like, hell no, I have to get my money's worth. I came all this way to dance at this party. I'm not about to stay home tonight. So we go out together, and it's me and Gina following along like this. We bagged up her foot with like 3 plastic bags and some scotch tape. And so we go out on the beach, and we decided as an ode to not really like overdoing it this night that we were not going to drink. But I knew this little out-of-the-way bar at the end of the beach. It doesn't have a name, but there's a little neon sign of a mushroom. And so we go there, and we have a nice pot of tea, if you know what I mean. We went out, and it was an epic night of dancing. We danced all night long, and the sun was coming up. I remember there was an empty Coke bottle sitting in the sand, and I was dancing with the Coke bottle. And I looked up, and the sun was rising, and Gina was on top of the picnic table dancing like a heathen maniac. And at a certain point, she danced herself right off the picnic table and landed flat on her ass, but she jumped up and she didn't miss a beat, and she kept on dancing. She did not miss a beat. So, the motto is, I would like to raise a glass to our friend who dances up the walls, and she might fall flat on her ass, but she always comes up clean.